Hello and welcome everybody. We are live from Fort Mill, South Carolina. You're in the zone. That is the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone. For your information, your previews, your news and predictions all about TNA Wrestling. Now, let us welcome our TNA Wrestling Fan Zone superstars.
Whoa, whoa, we on the night. The darkness, you know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet. The night is strong and it belongs to us. The time has come, now raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's a main event. Like we landed on the moon, nothing been the same since. Now let the limelight shine bright. We're in our prime, at the time of our life. We on the night, hear us screaming louder. Can you see the fire in our eyes? Come on, we on the night. Walk among the giants in a time. That's right. We on the night. Whoa, whoa. We on the night. Whoa, whoa. We on the night. Living to the fullest, like who got your bullets on racing, car chasing, amazing. We everywhere, doing everything. Don't blink, you don't wanna miss a thing. Let's go. Living to the fullest, like who got your bullets on racing, car chasing, amazing. We everywhere, doing everything. Don't blink, you don't wanna miss a thing. We on the night. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. We on the night. Whoa, whoa. That's right. We on the night. Whoa, whoa. We on the night. Whoa. We on the night.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Impact Wrestling Fan Zone presents the Sacrifice 2021 review show. I am your host, as you can see over here. I am your host of the AEW Dynamite Daily, Michael Meyer. And today, guys, we are going to review Sacrifice from last weekend, which was a really good pay-per-view. I gotta say, it was a really, really good pay-per-view. With the main event to face against our AEW World Champion Kenny Omega at Rebellion. That match was incredible and so much more. So wherever the host of the show is, we'll be waiting for him.
I'm gonna be here tonight. Oh no! Oh no!
Ladies and gentlemen, our host, Billy Bob, has been taken out by somebody. I don't know what's going on here. What's going on in the back of the TNA fans backstage at the studio? Looks like somebody just attacked Billy Bob. I hope he's all ready to go for the show, the go home show before TCW's Long Way to the Top pay-per-view. Wow, it's just bottling. Eric, is he okay? Okay, is he fine? He's good? He just got knocked out? Okay. Apparently, I guess we will do a little bit of the review. We'll go ahead and talk about the Sacrifice pay-per-view. We had Sacrifice is on the air as Rich Swann and Moose prepare to unify their respective world championships.
Michael Meyer.
Oh, really? A mask man? Really?
you see, Michael Minor? Did you see just what happened? Did you see?
Yeah, I saw what happened. I don't know who did that, but that's ridiculous.
It was me. I knocked out Billy Bob, stupid hillbilly, because he's an idiot. He's an idiot for being on this show. Because you know what? The masked man is still taking over this company. The masked man is still taking over this YouTube channel WWE slams on. Well, you know what? We're going to take care of the WWE slams on. We have said multi times that the WWE slams on will be changing, and it will be changing very, very soon, ASAP, in the coming weeks. So Michael Minor, your stupid hillbilly is not going to show up on your PCW because the masked man is taking over that too. And by the way, Impact Wrestling, Scott D'Amore, Eric Young, Violent by Design, your world don't belong to you, Eric Young. It belongs to the masked man. Scott D'Amore, what, really? Really? Really?
I'm sorry,
I'm coming to Wisconsin to take you out, Michael Minor.
yeah, okay.
So Scott D'Amore, your Impact Wrestling is going to be taken over by the masked man because your company belongs to us. Because it's the masked man time. The masked man owns Impact Wrestling very soon. So watch your back, Scott D'Amore. Eric Young, I know you're in the production truck. Violent by Design is over because it's chaos! Chaos! Chaos!
Ladies and gentlemen, the masked man, a dumb masked man, decided to take out Billy Bob. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for that. We'll go ahead and get into the matches. Our first match was Decay of Crazy Steve and Black Taurus with Rosemary at ringside. They took on Reno Scum of Adam Thornstowe and Luster the Legend. I thought this match was really, really awesome. Taurus hits a step-up headbutt to create separation. Ooh, and makes the tag to Steve. Thornstowe double foot stomps Taurus in the corner. Rosemary sprays green mist in the eyes of Luster. Taurus capitalizes with the Taurus driver on Thornstowe to win. Your winners of that match was Decay of Crazy Steve and Black Taurus. I'm starting to like this newer version of Decay coming back to TNA, or to Impact Wrestling. I think they could become the World Tag Champions very soon in the near future. But they defeat Reno Scum 1, 2, 3, and the winner of that match was Decay. As we're waiting for this new person to come on here, I don't know if Impact TNA Fan Zone is ready to come back on here. Anybody in the back? Eric, is somebody coming out? Oh, is Fatback coming out? Is the TCW World Champion coming out? Then where is he? You got to bring him on here. I don't know what's going on. Where is he? Oh, he's getting set up to continue the show? Okay. I guess apparently I get to continue the show until Fatback gets on here, or whoever it is that's coming on to the show. We had Tenille Dashwood with Kaleb with a K. They took on Havok and Nevaeh, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your hosts of TNA Fan Zone, the TCW World Heavyweight Champion, Fatback Greasy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Fatback Greasy, the World's Heavyweight Champion of TCW, after a a great match at the Crossfire pay-per-view, the Chamber of Hell match. Man, I cannot believe Fatback won the Chamber of Hell match with wow. He did a great job in that match. Then he had to take a few weeks off to get ready for Cuz music.
Ladies and gentlemen, your TCW World's Heavyweight Champion, your former Greasy Revolution World's Heavyweight Champion, and your true King of England Champion of the world, Fatback Greasy, the leader of the Greasy Revolution, is here. I am finally back on the WWE Slam Zone TNA fans. I don't even know what's going on with the channel anymore, but I am back. And Michael Minor, the reason I was gone for so long, I was on the injured list. You know what happened, Michael Minor?
I can't remember. It's been a while, so.
I went to England, okay, did a tour of England once again because the people in England love me. I had this big match with Ralph Stallion. He's the biggest dude in England, and he hit a super kick, Michael, knocked me out, knocked the tooth out of my mouth. I was out for a couple weeks. That's why I haven't been on here. But yes, can you believe Ralph? Have you ever heard of Ralph Stallion, the biggest
No, never heard of the guy.
He's I'm telling you, you don't want to mess with Ralph Stallion. He's crazy. But all I have to say is I'm back, Michael. And what just happened? What is got the chair here? It's over here, and
if you don't know, Bob got knocked out in the beginning of the show. He was trying to come out to the show. Apparently, one of the masked men, decided to smack his head onto the chair, and he got knocked out and pulled off to the show. And I guess I had to start the review, and we
can't get rid of the masked man. It's still here, man. Oh, good gracious. Really? I am sick and tired of the stupid masked man. It's ridiculous because it's so stupid. You know what? I'm tired of it, Michael. We're going to have to take care of the masked man. But you know what? We're not going to have to ask Scars because Scars isn't going to help me, okay? Scars is an idiot. Michael Scars. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, I am still going after Michael Scars. Fatback Greasy versus Scars 2, the fight of the century. And it's happening at Revolution. I know all people say, well, blah, 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 Revolution was AEW. No, I had Revolution before AEW even had Revolution. Like Michael Minor had Rebellion before Impact Wrestling had Rebellion. So get it right, people. All I have to say is, Michael Scars, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for the podcast championship. Still, don't be forgetting about that, Michael Scarface, because you know what? You thought I was, not worried about you. No, I'm coming back, Michael Scarface, and it's going to happen. Revolution, when the Greasy Revolution takes over, just like I went to TCW and took their belt, and I'm running with it, and nobody's going to beat me in TCW because it's going to be over for everyone. So at TCW Mania, guess what? Whoever wants to step up to the Greasy Revolution, you're going to fall by the wayside of the Greasy Revolution. So you know what? Sacrifice review is tonight, and we're going to get back started with it. So Michael Minor, anything you have to say about Michael Scarface in my match at Revolution?
Not really, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, Fatback Greasy will be defending the TCW World Title at Long Way to the Top pay-per-view. In a couple of weeks, we're going to have a 10-man battle royal to determine your opponent for the Long Way to the Top pay-per-view. But don't forget, I have all 6 men that are in the long way to the top ladder match, but you have not seen all the episodes yet, but you will get to see the episodes very soon. Then you'll get to see who the opponents are that are at the ladder match. The winner of that match will face you at Mania for the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of that pay-per-view.
Well, whoever it is, they're going down to the Greasy Revolution because I will be still your TCW World's Heavyweight Champion of the world. And, Michael, let's don't forget, my Greasy Revolution Championship is still at the North Pole with Santa Claus. Okay? Santa Claus coming accepting my open challenge at Takeover, Holiday Takeover in December. Beat me with a stupid Christmas tree cake. And you know what? I'm going to talk to the board of directors, Michael. I need you to get in touch with the board of directors as well. Call them, Michael. Tell them your rightful champ should be your Greasy Revolution champion, not Santa Claus. So, call Santa Claus, yes. So call board of directors. Call anybody. I done got the queen. She's taking little care of the situation. But, ladies and gentlemen, I will be your Greasy Revolution champion once again because I'm going to make them strip Santa Claus of the title because there's a 30-day clause, Michael. If you don't defend your title in 30 days, you will be stripped of the belt. And it's not been way past 30 days, so I want them to mail my belt back.
Oh, great.
We'll talk about that at the end of the show. We got to get back started with the sacrifice review, people. So, Michael Miner, I got to go take a little break a minute. You go on in the next match, and I'll give my thoughts on it. I'll be right back, people. I got to go.
What are your thoughts on the Decay match?
Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, Decay versus who did they face, Michael? I done forgot. Reno Scum. Yes, Reno Scum. This was a good match. Really enjoyed this match. Decay took the win here. And Rosemary spit the mist and Luster the legend. That was epic. I heard he couldn't never get that crap off his face. I don't know what it's made of, but that was a good match. I'm glad Decay got the win here. Oh, man, that was a good match. I loved it. Good show. Looking forward to reviewing Sacrifice tonight. But I got to go call the Queen real quick. Eric, can you get the Queen on the line, please? Thank you, Eric.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we go into our next match of the night. Let me see what the next match was, because apparently it went a little too far. We had Tenille, Dashwood, and Kaleb with Decay versus Havok and Nevaeh. Havok and Nevaeh are looking to get back on the same page with the victory tonight. Tenille decided to tap the Dash Woogie in the opening moments of the match, but Nevaeh quickly fights it off. Wow. Then Nevaeh has Tenille rolled up, but Kaleb reverses the momentum, allowing Tenille to score the victory. Winner of that match was Tenille, Dashwood, and Kaleb with a K.
I know. I need help. You want to help me get it because it's stupid North Pole, man. I tell you. I know. What, Eric? What? Hold on 1 second. What, Eric? I'm back on that. Eric, come on. I have a conversation. Oh.
Yeah, you're in here. Let's go here.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Man, this Tenille, Dashwood and Kaleb with a K beating Havok and Nevaeh, man, that was a good match. And Michael, I couldn't believe, Tenille got that roll up. He scored the win on Nevaeh, and Havok's not too pleased with Nevaeh right now. I think they're going to break up. It looks like that's what they're building to. Havok and Nevaeh, possibly a rebellion. If things don't work out at Hardcore Justice, it could happen. It could very happen. So that's my thoughts on that match. I will move on to the next match, Michael. What, Eric? Yeah, I know. Violent by Design, Joe Doering and Diener versus James Storm and Chris Sabin with Jake from State Farm. Yeah, I know. You're so excited you beat him. That was a big shocker. I know. How did you get him to join Violent by Design? You beat him up. I don't know. Anyway, we had Violent by Design, Joe Doering and Diener taking on Chris Sabin and James Storm with Jake from State Farm. And this will happen, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the match. You have a big drop kick to Diener by Sabin. Storm draws an elbow on Diener for 2. Doering runs for Sabin for the crossbody, followed by a top rope elbow drop from Diener. EY puts Diener's leg on the rope, prompting an attack from Jake at ringside. Jake prevents EY from hitting Sabin with a pile driver. Then all of a sudden, Reno makes his return after being laid out by the hands of Violent by Design. But in a shocking turn of events, ladies and gentlemen, Reno hits Sabin with the gore, and Diener scores the pinfall for Violent by Design to get the win. Reno joins Violent by Design, and Michael, why is he joining Eric's Violent by Design when he got beat up in backstage area when they beat up Slater and put him in that office? I don't understand, but I'm guessing Reno was like, hey, if I can't beat him, I'm going to join him type thing. So what do you think of this situation of Violent by Design beating Storm and Sabin and then in the group?
I thought it was crazy too. I mean, seeing Reno come back and join Violent by Design after being beat up by them. I'm guessing Eric Young got into his brain and told him to, help them out. And I guess that's what all happened. I mean, it's good to see him now with that team, but I can't wait to see what he's going to do more with them now that he's got the trophy. Don't forget, he has the trophy. He can cash in on any title.
I was going to mention that as well, Michael. Does he still go for the tag belts since him and Slater, Heath Slater, baby, or does he change his mind, go for a world title shot, X Division tag? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm thinking they might give. I think Rhino might just give the thing to Eric Young, and maybe give it to Diener and Cody Diener, and have Cody Diener and Rhino for the tag titles, and I could see that happening very soon.
Yeah, or could this happen? Eric gets in Rhino's head. Rhino gives the trophy to Eric. Eric cashes it in on either Rich Swann or Kenny Omega after Rebellion.
Yeah, it could happen very soon because we'll get into the main event because it's our world champion against whoever the world champion is after the show.
That's right. So next, we have Gia Miller catches up with Brian Myers ahead of the Hold Harmless match with Eddie Edwards later tonight. Myers is saying Payne Hernandez, which leads us to believe that he's going to assist Bad Mood Brian in that match. So we move on to Eddie Edwards versus Brian Myers in the Hold Harmless match. It was pretty good. It was a very good, brutal match. We have Hernandez come out. Matt Cardona comes out. Eddie hits a top rope backpack stunner through a table on the floor. Eddie steals the object that Myers, was wrapped around duct tape, that red duct tape weapon, and he uses it, put it in his elbow, and puts it in his knee pad, and Eddie connects with the loaded Boston Knee Party with the win. Your winner, actually, Eddie Edwards defeats Brian Myers. And I like this match. It was pretty good, but I think they're going to build at Rebellion. It's going to be Matt Cardona versus Brian Myers. Even though that Matt Cardona says, I'm not here to fight you, Brian, but I think it's going to be these two at Rebellion. Either that or at Hardcore Justice on April 10th in a hardcore match. We'll have to find out. But yeah, it was a brutal match, Michael, especially that table spot to the floor, that backpack stunner to the floor through the table by Eddie Edwards on Brian Myers.
Yeah, I mean, seeing that brutality match, I thought it was really awesome to see this hold harmless match. I've never heard of a hold harmless match before. It says hold harmless match. Harmless means there will be no consequences for what Eddie Edwards does to Brian Myers in that match. Oh, okay. So whatever he does, yeah. But yeah, it was good to see that match. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I hope it's going to be Cardona versus Myers, either at Hardcore Justice or at Rebellion. If they do the hardcore match at Rebellion or at Hardcore Justice, and then have it lead up to a tag match at Rebellion with Cardona and Eddie Edwards versus Myers and Hernandez, then that would be good to see that.
That would be epic. Or make it into the return of Monsters Ball.
Ah, there you go.
That would be epic. So we're going to move on to the first championship of the evening at Sacrifice. It was the Knockouts Tag Team Champions, Fire and Flava, Kiera, Hogan, and Tasha Steelz defending the titles against Jordynne Grace and Jazz. I'm not a big fan of Jordynne Grace and Jazz as a tag team. I think they're just kind of boring as a team. Not a fan. I don't care. Fire and Flavor, at least they're kind of interesting a little bit. But this is what happened. Tasha attempts an elbow drop to break it up on Jazz's move. She nails her partner instead. Jazz hit Jordynne Grace. Tasha pulls Jazz off the apron. Kiera connects with a swinging net breaker on Jordynne to retain the titles. And still, your tag team champions of the world, Flyer and Flava, Kiera, Hogan, Tasha Steelz. I'm glad they did one. I'm glad they retained the titles. It's like who they're going up against next. I have no earthly idea. We have to find out at Hardcore Justice or Rebellion. There's a couple teams out there to win the titles. I think it would be funny, Michael, if we had Tenille, Dashwood, Kaleb with a K win the Knockouts titles, like how Eric and ODB was champions.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was something. Your thoughts on the match, and who do you think is going to be the next challengers for the Knockouts tag titles?
I don't know. I hope it's Jordynne Grace and Jazz, because I really think they deserve to get the next title shot now that they were done with. They did face against Jordynne Grace and Jazz. Okay, never mind. I don't understand who's going to be next. We'll just have to see. Wait and see. Hell, maybe. Remember, the forbidden door is open. We could have Diamante and Ivelisse. Remember, they're the tag champion, the tag tournament winners from that tag tournament they had just last year. Before we had to get rid of before the fans were not around. So it could happen. We could see a forbidden door be open, and here comes the women from AEW of Diamante and Ivelisse, because they've been on a good tag team run. Saw it on AEW Dark and on the new show AEW Dark Elevation with Paul White and Tony Schiavone, which that could really happen.
It sure could. And I would have loved, I know she's hurt right now in AEW, but this would be a dream match as well. Taya Conte and Anna Jay taking on Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz. That would be a cool match to see. But we will move on to the next match of the evening. Before the next match, we had Gia Miller tries to get word with Moose before the huge unification match later tonight in the main event. Moose says he's done enough talking and he then walks off. So we're going on to the second championship of the evening at Sacrifice. X Division Championship on the line. TJP defending the title against Ace Austin with Madman Fulton. And, you know, Ace Austin won the Super X Cup earlier this year at Genesis. Ace Austin looks for another X Division title reign. He's trying to get his second title reign, trying to win this title at Sacrifice. So this is what exactly happened. Big shocker. Ace looks to add insult to injury. TJP makes him pay for it as he locks in the knee butt bar submission. Ace Austin uses the referee as a shield, allowing him to spin kick TJP. Ace Austin hits a double foot stomp followed by the fold to become your new X Division champion of the world, your two-time X Division champion. Wow, this was epic, people. It was very cool to see Ace Austin regain his championship. You know, last person that beat him was TJP. He got redemption and beat TJP this time to become your new X Division champion of the world. And he celebrated, but TJP asked for his rematch clause is happening this Tuesday at Impact in Nashville, Tennessee. Will Ace Austin retain the X Division championship, or will he lose it back to TJP? We'll have to find out on that situation, but I like TJP. This was a great match. I like TJP as X Division champion, but Ace Austin, they've been pushing him to become the new X Division champion. Great storyline for these two. I'm telling you what, we have Chris Bay in the mix. We have Josh Alexander wanting in the mix too for the X Division title. I would love to see, I've been saying it for months, that we need to see an Ultimate X match. Ultimate X needs to happen because this would be epic. Ace Austin defending the title against Josh Alexander versus Chris Bay, okay, versus Ace Austin. That would be epic. 4-way X Division match, Ultimate X. It needs to happen. I love that idea. I think it will happen. I want it to happen. We will get Michael Miner's thoughts on that this match when he gets back. He's got something he's got to go do real quick. Got the message from him, so we'll have to get his thoughts on the Ace Austin situation in just a little bit. So we're going to move on to the next backstage interview here. Tenille Dashwood and Kaleb with a K is in Swingers Palace. Tenille disrespects Alicia Edwards, and it leads to the two of them wanting a match against each other. Tenille was like, you know what? I'm going to Scott D'Amore's office too. Alicia's like, I'm going to see Scott too. You know, blah, 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 blah. I want a match against you at Tuesday night at Impact, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that happened. And Swinger was like, ha, 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 ha. He's like, well, what about a 2-for-1 special, Daddy? Yeah, stupid Swinger. But anyway, we'll go back to that situation in just a little bit. Scott D'Amore talked to them, and they didn't like the decision at all of what Scott D'Amore had to say about that situation. Ace Austin winning the X Division Championship, Michael, what is your thoughts on that match?
I'm happy for him. I think it's awesome to see him win that title about the time he wants it. So, yeah, it was really good to see him win it.
It was pretty good. And second ever reign for him, which is awesome. So we also talked about Alicia Edwards and Tenille Dashwood in Swinger Palace. They want a match against each other. They said we're going to Scott D'Amore's office. Your thoughts?
I think it's getting crazy. I can't wait to see if it actually will happen. But yeah, I can't wait to see it happen.
Yeah, so Donna Purrazzo now is defending the title with Kimberly versus Susan. Well, no, sorry, with Kimberly and Susan versus ODB. It was a match. It was all right. Donna counters the Dirty Dozen. Moments later, ODB launches herself off the top rope, but Deonna locks into Venus Del Milo to win by submission. ODB taps out. I thought this match was going to be a little bit better than what it was. Michael, your thoughts on Donna Purrazzo retaining the title?
Yeah, I thought so too, but I thought it would be a better match. So
Yeah. So, who do you think is going to go after Donna Purrazzo and win the title? Who's she going to drop it to? Your thoughts?
I think it's going to be Kimberly very soon. I think it's about time that she turns on Deonna Purrazzo and go for the title.
Wow. Good prediction. We will move on to the continuation of this story. Scott D'Amore informs Tenille, Dashwood, and Alicia that despite them winning a singles match against one another, they're going to have to both be involved in a 12 knockout tag match Tuesday night on Impact. They didn't like it, but the outcome of that match this past Tuesday, Jordynne Grace got the win in that match for her team. Alicia Edwards was in that match as well. They beat Tenille's team. But yeah, that's what that was. It's like, who cares? So we're moving on. We will move on to the biggest shocker. And I'm talking about the biggest shocker on Sacrifice history. Impact World Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers, the Good Drunks, the Bad Drunks, who gives two craps, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, defending the tag titles against Finn Juice, David Finlay, and Juice Robinson, a.k.a. CJ Parker from New Japan Pro Wrestling. And boy, this was a good match. Very shocking. Gallows gets knocked off the apron before Finn Juice connects with the Doomsday device on Anderson to win the match and become your new Impact World Tag Team Champions of the world. And the Good Brothers are not happy about it. Your thoughts on this shocking win by Finn Juice and New Japan Pro Wrestling, Michael? The Forbidden Door, even though this is not involving Tony Khan, but man, everybody's coming into Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that match was just shocker. I mean, I thought the Good Brothers were going to retain that match, retain the titles, and move on to a better team because David Finlay's got to face defeated. If you guys don't know, like breaking news, David Finlay beat Jay White in the semifinals of the New Japan Cup. So I bet Jay White's not that happy about that. But yeah, I mean, them they had to go back to Japan for the New Japan Cup because now David Finlay's in the finals. I don't guess who's facing in the finals, but yeah, I mean, seeing Finn Juice win the World Tag Titles, maybe, just maybe, my boys, G.O. to the Dizzy of the Grills of Destiny might come to Impact Wrestling, take those titles from them, and prove to the world how a dominant tag team they really are.
That would be so awesome to see that happen as well, man. But they did announce, Scott D'Amore told the Good Brothers, the Good Drunks, Bad Drunks, whatever, he told them that they're going to have to wait until Rebellion to get a shot at their rematch clause against Parker, Juice Robinson, and David Finlay at Rebellion. So it will be for the tag titles at Rebellion. Michael, I don't see Finn Juice losing this at Rebellion. I think you might be right. I think you might be right on this situation. some more New Japan guys come into Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's just Finn Juice retains those titles and going against Chris Sabin and James Storm, or bring a tag team from New Japan Pro Wrestling just to get that forbidden door open. Because very soon, I'm thinking that travel ban might get lifted. We might have some of the stars from New Japan to come to the United States, because with this whole COVID thing, they had the travel ban. But with Finn Juice going back and forth to New Japan and then coming to Impact, it's a little hard, but oh no, we have to see.
Yeah, we will. It'd be very interesting to see. We're moving on to the main event of Sacrifice that everybody was hyped about. Impact World Champion Rich Swann taking on the TNA World Heavyweight Champion Moose in a world title unification match. Very good main event. Swann counters a powerbomb attempt into a hurricanrana from the second row. Swann attempts his signature handspring, but is cut off by a midair boot to the back. The counter as Moose goes for a step-up moonsault, but Swann counters into a cutter. Swann sends Moose crashing to the mat from the top rope, but is unable to capitalize. Moose runs back to the top and hits a draw-dropping fall-away moonsault slam. What did you think of that move by Moose?
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, see a Moose do a moonsault like that? Wow.
That was crazy. I was like, what? And then Moose charges into the corner and inadvertently collides with a chair he set up earlier in the match. That cost him. Swann stacks him up and scores the pin. And your new unified World Heavyweight Champion, Impact World Champion, TNA World Champion, Rich Swann. And it has been announced that Rich Swann is going to go to Rebellion to take on the AEW All Elite Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, Kenny Omega. So, this will be epic at Rebellion. It's going to be Impact Wrestling versus All Elite Wrestling in the main event. And it's going to be here at the WWE Slams On, TNA Fans On versus AEW Slams On. So, Michael, I hate to say, your AEW is going down. Rich Swann is taking the AEW World's Heavyweight Champion of the world, and it's coming to Impact Wrestling.
I don't know. We'll have to see about that. I mean, my boy Kenny the Cleaner, good night, bang. God Omega, Mega. We know he's going to win that, but because remember, he's now the king. No, I'm not going to say king of the death match, because that's to my boy Matt Tremont. He's still the king of the death match. You wouldn't be able to face my boy Matt Tremont, but yeah, we'll have to see how it all goes down.
Yeah, we will have to see it, but we didn't get your thoughts on this unification match. What was your thoughts on Rich Swann winning and your boy Moose taking a loss?
It's fine. I'm happy for Rich Swann, but now he's got to face my AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Kenny Omega, with Don Callis, because don't forget, Don Callis could get involved in that. That or he could be doing commentary with D'Lo and Matt Striker, but we'll have to see how it goes.
And so the question is, Michael, where does Moose go from here?
If it was me, Moose should be hashtag All Elite.
Wow. That's
just think, because Darby Allin needs more competition, because the only competition he's got is Scorpio Sky right now. But you bring Moose in, that match will be a dream match to see, and then have that happen, and then, ladies and gentlemen, my dream match at the very next pay-per-view, Double or Nothing, the TNT champion Moose taking on the powerhouse himself, Hobbs.
Wow. That's some awesome
Hashtag ring well clap.
That's some awesome predictions there, Michael. So we had Rich Swann celebrate with both Impact titles, held him high, and he turns his attention to the title versus title match against AEW World Champion Kenny Rebellion at Rebellion, and then Sacrifice goes off the air. So my thoughts on Sacrifice, we will get Michael Miner back in just a few seconds. My thoughts on Sacrifice, I thought it was a very good show. I thought it was better than the last Impact Plus pay-per-view they had in February. It was great. It was great. This was cool. I just loved it. It was better than No Surrender. I can't wait for Rebellion. It's going to be good. We already purchased that pay-per-view. I can't wait to see that show. We will have coverage of Rebellion 2021 on this channel as well. Hardcore Justice coverage will be here as well. But my thoughts, great matches on this show. I thought Violent by Design, my top matches was Violent by Design defeating James Storm and Chris Sabin. I loved that match. The tag titles of Finley and Finjuice, Finley and CJ Parker. That's who I call him, but he's Juice Robinson. Winning the tag team titles. Ace Austin winning the X Division title. Rhino joining Violent by Design was awesome. Shocker to see as well. Shocking. This Impact Wrestling is the place to be, people, because it's the best wrestling right now. Not like WWE, where this boring crap that WWE has, Thunderdome, the boringest matches on Crapomania coming up. I don't care. Impact Wrestling is where it's at, and I just love it. I give this pay-per-view 10 out of 10. There was not a bad match on the show. You have Donna Purrazzo versus ODB. It was just pretty short. But that was the only it was so match. But I give it 10 out of 10. If I had to lower it, it would be 9 out of 10. But that's just who I love this pay-per-view. I thought it was great. The build-up coming up towards this Tuesday night with Kenny Omega. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to say, Kenny Omega will be live in the Impact Zone. I have heard it ain't going to be in no bus. It's not going to be a backstage segment. He's going to be in the ring inside the Impact Zone this coming Tuesday night that you can't miss, people. Impact is going to be amazing in the next couple of weeks going into Hardcore Justice. And by the way, Hardcore Justice is going to be a card built by Tommy Dreamer. He's going to book the card. It's going to be epic. I would love to see Monsters Ball in this. I would love to see some awesome stipulations. I would love to see Barbed Wire Massacre, but we're not going to never get another Barbed Wire Massacre. AEW couldn't do Barbed Wire, no ropes. TNA or Impact Wrestling tried it in Hardcore to Kill. It didn't happen like they said it was going to happen. I think those days are over for Barbed Wire Massacre, but it is what that is. I would love to see it back. Monsters Ball, I would love to see happen back. Your thoughts on the Sacrifice card after going into the Hardcore Justice coming up?
I gotta say, really good to really awesome pay-per-view Sacrifice. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because of the knockout title match. Wasn't really much my kind of style of a match that I wanted to see happen. But, yeah, good match, a good show. So, yeah, that's my final thoughts on Sacrifice. And Hardcore Justice, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Dreamer's taking over, so can't wait to see what match card he's got.
It's going to be cool to find out. Like I was just mentioning while you was gone, Michael, I would love to see a Monsters Ball. I was talking about Barbed Wire Massacre, but we done seen that AEW and Impact Wrestling can't do a barbed wire match anymore. I think those days are gone.
Yeah.
But I hope we get some good stipulations. I don't want to see a chair match. I really don't. I don't want to see chair match. Table matches are cool, but a chair match, just do table ladders and chairs. But that would be epic. No, what they need to do is full Metal Mayhem come back.
Yep, I want to see that come back.
That needs to happen. But we'll have to find out what Tommy Dreamer has up his sleeve upcoming at Hardcore Justice. And let's go ahead and talk about this news story with Hardcore Justice, Michael, that everybody's talking about on the internet. Why is Impact Wrestling got Hardcore Justice on the same night, April 10th, against night one of WrestleMania?
I don't know. Let's have to see. I mean, they might be in Tampa for the show, but I don't know how that's going to all happen. But, yeah, that was weird to myself, too, seeing that being it on night one of WrestleMania. Because I bet I could bet you a lot of money that not a lot of people are going to watch the pay-per-view because it's now on Peacock. So not a lot of people might not watch WrestleMania. They might check out that and then watch the replay from Mania night one. So
yeah, and plus I heard there's a lot of viewers from WWE that is tuning off because of the virus is killing their stories right now. They can't. WWE is going downhill in the virus era. And then, like I said, I told everybody Impact Wrestling, AEW is the place to be right now, not WWE. So, yeah, Hardcore Justice, my thoughts on, I think they're going to get a lot of viewers for Hardcore Justice. I believe saying, Mike, I believe it's going to be a good show. People's going to be intrigued to tune in to see what's going to happen. Going into Rebellion, because the big hype is built into Rebellion. Everybody wants to see Kenny Omega versus Rich Swann. Plus, with Kenny Omega on Hard to Kill was, I think, Impact Wrestling's second ever most rated pay-per-view in Impact Wrestling history. So with Rebellion, with Kenny Omega again, it could be happening again. The most buys, which I heard AEW had their biggest pay-per-view buys in history with Revolution, but they had a crap of an ending. But the reason was Revolution, Michael. I think you can give your takes, but my opinion, Revolution, everybody bought it to see the death match.
Yeah, everybody just bought to see the ending part, see the big sparkly explosion that we did not get to see. So yeah, it was just garbage.
That's true. So we concluded the Sacrifice review. We will go ahead and take Michael Miner on his updates coming up. He's got some updates for his channel, I hear, and bad news for his Twitch, I heard. So we'll go ahead and give it to Michael Miner while I'll go and I gotta see how if they'll give me an update on Billy Bob. Eric, is there an update? Take it away. But we'll have Michael Miner back in just a few minutes. But I will go ahead and give my updates for the channel coming up. Update on Billy Bob. I have no earthly idea what's going on with Billy Bob. I don't have an update on his condition. I don't know if he went to the hospital. I don't know if he's okay. Eric, you got anything? You don't. Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you missed the top of the show, we had the Masked Men take out Billy Bob, and the Masked Men said that they're taking over this channel, and they haven't forgot about WWE Slam Zone. They warned the WWE Slam Zone about what's going on. They said that they're going to go. They told Eric, what, Eric? Yeah, I know. They said they're going to take you over, take your group out. And they also told Scott D'Amore that Impact Wrestling belongs to the Masked Men, and it's the Masked Men's world. And it's chaos. They said chaos. I don't know what's going on with the Masked Men, but it's something, people. I don't get about the Masked Men at all, but we'll have an update soon on the condition of Billy Bob. So, Eric, do we got that feed still? All right, we're good. I got that feed. So we'll get to Michael Miner in just a second. Got more information on channel updates. We will have some Laredo Pro Wrestling coming up on this channel. Maybe somehow we can get Michael Miner involved in those reviews in Laredo Pro Wrestling. They're good wrestling down there in Georgia. Eric Young, I know you're involved. You faced John Schuyler on one show. We have Fry Daddy. We have George North. Yeah, George North. If you don't know who George North is, he's awesome. Mark City. I think he should debut in Impact Wrestling. He's an awesome wrestler. And then we have Vernon Love. Big Vern. He's like an Elvis. He dressed up like Elvis and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Laredo Pro Wrestling coming at you on this channel. Asylum Reviews. Hopefully, I'm trying to see if Michael Miner can get the episodes going. If he can ever, he might can get somewhere in time and space. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see on that situation. Eric? Really? Okay.
Okay.
Well, that concluded my updates. Thank you, Eric. I guess I ran out of time, but yeah. All right, we going on to Michael Miner's updates. Michael, what happened? Now you're back in your studio.
I don't know. My phone decided to freeze up on me halfway up the hill because I was coming back from getting a drink for myself and for my girlfriend. But yeah, I'm back now. I'm back in the studio. It's right here in front of me. So.
Wow, Michael, that must you just like snapped your fingers and you was at the convenience store.
Yep, I poofed myself there and I poofed myself back.
Wow, Willie Joe style.
Woo!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go on with Michael Miner. Take it away, Eric. Take the feed. Yeah, fix the feed.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, real quick for the updates on TCW Monday Night Chaos. If you guys don't know, Twitch.tv, Twitch has gotten rid of my channel on the Twitch channel app, the Twitch.tv, due to a copyright from the Royal Rumble that I was streaming the other night, a couple months ago. So breaking news, TCW has a new home. TCW will now have TCW Network. On that channel, we will have non-copyrighted music as the theme songs, so don't worry. You guys will hear the best theme songs for all the characters. Next Monday night, we're going to have our first episode of Chaos on the channel, up and ready to go for you guys. We're going to have like a match card kind of cool deal that I'm going to try to see how it goes and, going from there and so on and so forth. So that is going the end of this month, not this Sunday, but the Sunday after or following at the end of this month, we will have TCW Long Way to the Top pay-per-view. We are going to have that pay-per-view coming up real soon. I apologize for not doing Dynamite daily tonight due to not able to watch this because of the whole March Madness deal that's been going on. We will be getting that to you guys very soon with updates of the tournament because the next matches don't start till Monday. So hopefully we can get a video up for you guys for that very soon. I think that's about it for updates. Women's will be starting pretty soon. They start on Tuesday. Hopefully we can get an unboxing for you guys very soon for the electronic one and hopefully the big appliance thing. I'm just waiting for it to get delivered here to the house, and then I'll do that for you guys. But anyways, that is it for updates. But yeah, guys, go to youtube.com/TCW Network. It's the new home for TCW Monday Night Chaos from now on. The gaming channel for my Twitch will be used to watch streams, and maybe I might throw up a game or so. Maybe I'll play a little Minecraft or play a little Call of Duty or some kind of deal for you guys. So get ready for that very soon. But anyways, that's it for the updates. Get ready, guys. We'll be back for Chaos next Monday and Saturday night. Saturday night, we're going to have episode 2 of Chaos, and it will be up on the website, and it will also be on Twitter. So get ready for that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll hopefully get to see Billy Bob. If not, we'll see the world champion Fatback Greasy on the channel. So that's it for updates.
All right. Thank you, Eric. All right. Awesome. And I guess AEW Dynamite Daily Host is sponsored by Sprite.
Yep. We're sponsored by Sprite.
Well, I have to say, I'm sorry, Michael, but my Fat Greasy Revolution, the Fatback Greasy Revolution is sponsored by Fatback Pepsi.
Yes, we know.
Sprite. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have got to get out of here. Eric has said we are running out of time. We'll have to see everyone at the next video. But we will have an update on Billy Bob very, very soon. I don't understand about the Masked Man. The Masked Man said something's coming up in the next video. I don't know what that is. Michael, before we get out of here, what do you think this is? They're saying they're taking over the entire world of Impact Wrestling.
I don't know. We have to see. I mean, we have to see what's going to happen coming up in the so-called next video and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
We sure will. But yeah, Masked Man taking over. They're not going to stop until they get what they want. But yes, all right, Eric, we will have that update. Well, I don't understand what's going on with the Masked Man, but ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned to this channel. You can't believe you'll miss something if you don't watch our shows. Something happens at the Zone every single week. But everybody right now, we have got to go. Let's take it away, Eric, to our WWE Slams On, TNA Fans On announcer. Take it away. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see everybody in the next video. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for watching the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone. Stay tuned next week for more fun, action, entertainment, brought to you by GTN Productions. Be breezy.
That's why he get him top, like he's alone there. And when he taking off, it's like he own air.